All right, folks, it is just about 7:15. Good Sunday morning. Lots of sunshine out there as that sun rises higher in the sky. Blue skies abundant across the area. I'm meteorologist Rochelle J. And out there right now, as mentioned, no clouds in this shot from the WJZ Observatory. However, let's go ahead and get a check on the satellite and see what's going on around the area, a bigger view of what's happening out there right now. So here's a look at the satellite. I've got a marker here to show you where Baltimore City is. Across the mid-Atlantic, very few clouds. We've got high pressure in control, and with that usually means sinking air, and that typically keeps things on the quiet side across the area for today. So as far as our forecast goes, the rest of the weekend is looking quiet as well. We're talking about temperatures for today that will be a little bit on the cooler side. Here's a check on First Alert radar. Not much to talk about. We're moving on. Current conditions in Annapolis, 50 degrees right now, a little bit of wind, 3 miles an hour. Dew point's at 45 degrees, so there may be a little bit of some dew on the cars or the grass for this morning. I definitely had to put my defog on heading into work on this Sunday morning. 41 in Fort Meade, as well as for Easton, 46 for our neighbors in Hagerstown, mid-40s in Westminster, 50 degrees at BWI Marshall. Here's what we're watching for today. Breezy winds. A few showers are possible on Monday, although we may see a few clouds before the day is done today. I do anticipate for the day Sunday to be dry, and we've got a summer feel on the way for the upcoming week. Tree pollen, once again, very high for today. Low, however, for the other allergens here on our pollen report. Now, looking at the wind gusts, not too much gustiness out there, but we do think those winds will pick up just a bit as we go into the later parts of the day. Neighborhood forecasts, we're looking at temperatures mid-60s for some neighborhoods, but we could also see a few 70s mixing in for today as well. Tonight we're down into the 50s, so not quite as cool for this evening as this morning ended up being. Here's that 7-day forecast very quickly. It's going to be milder for the next few days. We're talking about 80s by tomorrow, and then by the middle of the week, we could be rivaling record high temperatures. We've got a couple of days that we could do that as well. We'll take another look at this 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes, Grace.
All right, to be a beautiful Sunday across the state, let's check in with our forecast with our First Alert meteorologist, Rochelle J.
Good morning, Grace, and good morning to everyone. Happy Sunday. Temperatures outside right now are a bit on the cool side. Some of us are waking up in the upper 30s to low 40s, 41 right now in Easton. Lots of sunshine to go around. We've got a few clouds overhead right now, but we're going to stay on the dry side, even as more clouds potentially fill in a little later on today. So sunshine and clouds mixed for your Sunday. We are ending the weekend a bit on a cooler side, maybe only by a couple of degrees in the upper 60s, still right around normal for this time of year. We've got a better chance for some rain during the second half of your Monday, but look at these temperatures. Look at where we're heading. We've got wind shift that's going to happen later today into tomorrow with a warm front. So we're talking 80s, and on the other side of Tuesday, I've got some 90s on the way. We'll take a look at just how many days could hit that mark in the full forecast. Welcome back, everyone. Almost 7:45 on your Sunday morning. Taking a live look right now from the Maryland Science Center camera. There is one cloud in the sky, and a few folks already out there running around the Inner Harbor, getting that morning jog in or just taking the dog out for a walk. A beautiful start to the morning. Here's a look at First Alert radar across the board. Quiet sweep over the last 3 hours, and I think the rest of the day will also be a quiet sweep on radar. We may have a few more clouds that move in a little later today, but right now, sunshine reported in Annapolis. We've got a wind at 3 miles an hour. We're talking 40s to low 50s right now across the area with bountiful sunshine, high pressure in control. Here's a look at what we're watching. Some breezy winds possible for today. Showers, few of them tomorrow, and then this upcoming week we've got a summer-like feel. Tree pollen once again is essentially bullying us here in Maryland. Very high values of tree pollen across the board. Wind gusts not an issue right now, but we could have a little gustiness as we go through the day today. One thing I want you to notice is by a little later on, our wind direction is going to change. And if you were with us yesterday, I was talking about that northerly component to the wind. Once we turn southerly, that will bring in warmer air, and our warming trend will be full steam ahead. We're talking about temperatures today, however, Harford and Cecil counties, happy Sunday to you, mid-60s for you in northeastern Maryland with the sunshine and clouds mixing. Zone by zone Maryland cast, we could get closer to 80 degrees in western Maryland. Elsewhere, we're talking 50s, 60s, and even some low 70s in the mountains. For tomorrow, here's that warming trend, but with more cloud cover. You'll also notice chance for a few showers, particularly during the afternoon hours of your Monday going into the evening. Here we are, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just a few light showers moving through. Not necessarily everyone's going to see them, but we're also not talking about a washout of a day, a washout of an afternoon, super impactful weather. Just know that we do have a few showers out there in the forecast for tomorrow, along with some gusty winds. We're going to keep those winds out of the southerly component for a while. Eventually, they may turn westerly, but still maybe gusting up to about 30 miles an hour. Quick check on the 7-day forecast. 80s Monday and Tuesday, flirting with 90 degrees Wednesday and Thursday. That's going to be our best chance to see some record highs, and then we, quote, cool down by the end of the week. Grace?